I've been using NDC for probably the last 8 or 9 years, and I've loved seeing it grow over the years.
We were dealing with multiple different trustees, databases, and they were very different in the way they operated, and a little bit clunky in some cases, and going back and forth was a challenge. And somebody said, hey, there's this system out there that you can get into almost all trustees' information in one place.
I recommend the NDC to anybody who is whether it be a purchaser of claims or some sort of servicer of claims in the United States, who needs to be sure that they are appropriately tracking the cash flows, how claims are set up, and how cash is being applied.
It's brought us a lot of efficiencies. I mean, it really comes down to the, in the very beginning, it was just being able to go to one site and look things up as opposed to logging in all the different sites. That was just a better way to do things. When you came up with the voucher program, now we're posting the payments electronically, so we have less errors. We have less people sitting there posting payments. We have less people processing payments. In
thinking today about how we use NDC, and my operations are very happy with it. Accounting uses it for resolving check vouchers. They do downloads. They use it regularly for account reconciliation, balance verification, and when reconciling final reports. All of those tools they've been able to interface to bring down accounts and make efficiencies in how they match up to our system and accounting history. But they also use it for researching trustee refunds, reconciliations, just a lot of individual account level information, but that can be supplied in a batch way to allow them to work through their accounts and match up what we're showing with what the trustees' records are.
We have about 20,000 accounts that we service that are in bankruptcy, and posting payments, as you can imagine, was an all-day job. It's now a 10-minute job because we download the payments from NDC, upload them into our system. It's no longer a challenge.
We are able to take a much more analytical approach to the unsecured and secured claims that we're purchasing in the U.S. and also on the back end, once we own those portfolios, being able to better track the cash flows, track down missing cash, and make sure that cash that we're receiving from the trustees is appropriately applied as the trustee intended it to be.
The way I've always looked at it is, and this goes back to the beginning, is how many people am I saving by using this data? And as I've looked at every aspect of this along the way, we're saving money. If I did not have this data, my costs would go up, and that's what it comes down to.
We use the API process to bring down data last payments and balances, and then we upload that into our servicing system as well, so that our collectors or people that are servicing, they have the information there as to what's the contract balance and what's the trustee balance all in one place.
It's been great. I mean, I think that we have people in our office, Stu Kramer, Erica Weber, who work very closely with the NDC. We look at it really as a partnership. The important thing to us is that the data is good, and I know the trustees want to make sure there are no issues with the data as well. So if we see either that there is a problem, whether it's a timing problem or some other problem, we will talk to the NDC about it and work with you to try to resolve that.
I've always found that we've had a great experience using NDC. The interface is really easy to use, and it's constantly changing for the better. We find that every few months we'll sign into NDC, we'll find a whole new list of templates that we can access or new features that we can use. And on the data and API features, we found that they're getting better over time, and we really have no hiccups or data interruptions, which has been really nice.
We don't hear the typical software company response. We'll put that on the list and never hear about it again. You guys step up and do what we want to get done, and you're good to work with.
I would recommend you guys because the security in the product that you provide and the flexibility on that level, which is big for us today, the reliability and integrity of what you guys work with and the people you work with, and also just the customer service we get. I think your team, and I mean this sincerely, I think your team is great to work with. I feel like even though I'm not a day-to-day user, I feel like I know the people at NDC. I can reach out at any time, and you guys very good customer support.
Anyone who's doing bankruptcy work needs to look at their operation. And the NDC has a lot of very useful information. The information that unsecured creditors use is very different from the information that secured creditors use, but you've got it all. And so if they talk to you and see what the data they have is, they can then go back to their operation, take a look at it, and they're going to find efficiencies. They're going to find a way to save money by using this data to replace some very manual processes they may have.